Hi boys and girls, we are in my shared reading. We're in 1 and 2 because we are in unit 2. Okay, so we are going to use our table of contents to help us find the story that we are looking for, just for good practice, right? So table of contents is at the beginning of our book, okay? And we are going to be looking for the story Read to Me, and it actually is a poem, but it's called Read to Me, and it's on page 16. Do you remember how we do that? We go to the text we want to read, and we go over, boop, 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 all the way over, and this is the page that you'll find it on. Now, I have my finger there, but you might take a second to get there. So 16, and it's called Read to Me. Okay. So I'm going to read it to you. I have markings on here already, but that's okay. We'll work through the directions in a moment together, okay? So don't worry about circling or underlining right now. We'll talk about it in a second. Here we go. Read to me. Read to me riddles and read to me rhymes. Read to me stories of magical times. Read to me tales about castles and knights. About castles and kings. Read to me stories of fabulous things. Read to me pirates and read to me knights. Read to me dragons and dragonback flights. Read to me spaceships and cowboys, and then when you are finished, please read them again. So that's a poem. That's why it kind of rhymes and it has kind of a sing-songy tone to it when you read it. Sometimes poems have that. And it's not always how we speak, okay? That's poems too. Read to me riddles, read to me rhymes, read to me stories. Isn't really how we speak, but it helps us kind of read different texts, okay? So here we go. We are going to do some of the tasks on the bottom of the page. The bottom of the page says, circle a word that has the same I sound as tickle. So if I stretch tickle out, I go t-ickle, right? Ick-ul. So that I sound is what we're looking for. Now, not all words with I in them say I. So if I were to look here, I see the word pirates. Pirates, the I says I, right? Same here. Knights. The I says I. So just because a word has an I in it doesn't mean it has the I sound, which is our short vowel sound, I, okay? So there are there's a few words in here that have I in them. Riddles is one of them. Let's see. I have things. It kind of has a different I sound, but it is an I sound. Finished, right? Finished, right? But again, has an I, but it doesn't have that I sound, okay? All right, so those are the ones that we have that I see, okay? Here we go. Our next job says, underline the word that tells who is doing the reading in the poem. So there's a word that gives us a clue on who is reading the poem. And that word, let's read the first couple lines. It says, read to me riddles and read to me rhymes, read to me stories of magical times. So if you say the word me, it means that you're talking about yourself. You are doing the reading, so me is the word that we're going to underline, okay? Me. You can underline it a few times. You can underline it one time. You see me a lot in this text, huh? So you can underline it however many times you would like, right? Okay, M-E, that spells me. All right, here we go. Our last job says put a smiley face next to your favorite line. So think about something that you like to read. If there's something in here that you like to read, okay, or have read to you, you can put a smiley face. I put my smiley face over here by the spaceships. It says, read to me spaceships, because I love reading about space. So that is where I put my smiley face. Okay, our last job is to write. It says, have students draw and write to respond to the text. Now, responding to the text as a first grader is really hard to even just think that. So with these shared reading journals, I give at least a sentence starter, sometimes a question. Today, I am going to give a sentence starter. It says, my favorite book is, and then you can write your favorite book. Or you can say, I like to read about, and tell me what you like to read about. Now, you do not have to write this. That is, you can choose to write something else as long as it has something to do with what we've read about, okay? Once you have written your sentence, you've reread it, and you've made sure that it makes sense, you are going to double check that it has a capital. You're going to double check that it has punctuation. Then you can draw a picture of maybe your story or the characters in the book that you like. Okay? You're doing a good job. See you next time.